Hi, I'm Claire Wyman.
And I'm Simon Garcia. Welcome to this edition of JVTV News.
Mums, football, and tons of purple are a few of the things you'll see here at JV during homecoming week.
Follow Natalie Rodriguez as she takes you on this week of celebration.
The school year has just started, and the Jersey Village Falcons are already prepared for homecoming week. The week started off with the Falcons showing their creativity and school pride and participating in the dress-up days. Monday was America, Tuesday I'm So Fancy, Wednesday Match Your Mate, Thursday Safari, and Friday ended with Purple Out, which filled JV with Falcon pride. There were many reasons for Jersey Village students to be excited for homecoming week. When the football game came around, the Falcons did not disappoint. The JV side of the stadium was a sea of purple packed with students, teachers, and alumni that were there to support our Falcon football team. The homecoming court nominees for this year were phenomenal, which made it nearly impossible to vote for only one king and queen. But it ultimately came down to Joe Holmes and JVTV's own Claire Wyman.
Miss Claire Wyman.
After they were crowned, the game was won by the Falcons with an impressive score. Homecoming 2014 was not only successful, but definitely memorable. Natalie Rodriguez, JVTV News.
Rah, 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 be true to your school.
Whoa, Claire, what are you doing?
What you talking about, Willis? Have you not heard?
Heard about what?
JVTV just filmed another lip dub. Ellis Blunton takes us behind the scenes of Be True to Your School.
3 years ago, JVTV came out with their first school lip dub, and finally this year, their second lip dub, titled Be True to Your School, directed by JVTV's very own Vice President Keith Hanks.
It was really fun directing the lip dub since I'd never directed anything else. Like, this is the first thing I've ever directed. I haven't even done a movie or anything. So when she put me on the project, I actually asked her, I was like, are you serious? Do you want me on that project? Are you sure? And she was like, yeah, I'm sure. And I was like, okay.
This time around, there were more people who participated, making it fun but extremely stressful.
It was just as stressful, if not more stressful than the first, because we did not get to choose the music. The music was chosen for us, and this was a hard song because every stanza was 15 seconds long. That's not long enough to get anywhere, so it was a very hard song for us to do, and that caused a lot of stress also.
Despite everything that went wrong, JVTV managed to produce yet another fantastic school-spirited lip dub. Ellis Bullington, JVTV News.
So it's JVTV. 1, 2, 3.
JVTV! Let's go! Up next, we move to the field for color guard. But first, here's some public service announcements by Vanessa Alastares and Haley Bowman.
The Jersey Village Band welcomes back a new and improved color guard after a 12-year absence. Spin of Color comes back to life, and Carly Mark tells us more.
The purpose of a color guard is to help the watcher interpret the music that the band is playing through equipment such as flags, sabers, and rifles.
Doing color guard is more about learning life skills. It's not about learning how to spin a flag or how to dance. It's learning how to learn and learning how to be a better person and learning how hard work and dedication can really make you become just a better human being, and throughout life you'll use that.
After 12 years, the Jersey Village Band program now has a color guard of their own.
It's the best way that you can add a sense of color and visual energy to what we're doing with the marching band, and it's really what we just feel like is going to help us get to that next level.
Color guard is a team sport that requires everybody to act as a family. While being precise and on time, laughter and smiles can always be heard. Jersey Village High School has needed a splash of color for 12 years. Now it has a color guard. Carly Mark, JVTV News.
The JV players are starting off the new year in a different way.
Yeah, instead of kicking off with a musical, they're starting this year out with a Shakespearean play. Miguel Gabremedin tells us more about William Shakespeare's The Merry Wives of Windsor.
The JV players are back at it again, and this year they're changing it up a bit. The group is starting off with the play The Merry Wives of Windsor, which is different than their usual opening musical. The Merry Wives of Windsor is a comedic Shakespearean story set in the 50s of two wives that receive the same love letter from a deceptive man. Although the actors make the play seem effortless, it's behind the curtains where the tensions rise. All the hard work put in by the actors and tech crew is what makes the play stand out from the rest. And even when it got tough, the JV players managed to pull it together and produce an amazing show that will be remembered for years to come. Miguel Gabremidin, JVTV News.
Here, Jersey Village High School students are provided with the opportunity to educate children. Sierra Mackey gives us an inside look on JVHS's early childhood program.
Students at Jersey Village High School are given the opportunity to be involved in the early childhood program. This is one of the largest career and service organizations in the U.S.
The purpose of the early childhood program is to give the children a set preschool program before they go into kindergarten. We make sure the children are kindergarten ready when they leave our ECP program. The benefit the students get from this, the student teachers, is that they get to work with young children, 3, 4, and 5-year-olds, that they're able to mentor to be teachers to have a lifetime bond with these children. Because once they leave here, I've had students that have been with me that still have a contact with their young buddies. Every student is getting a buddy in November, and that is going to be their buddy until they graduate.
This provides a huge advantage for students to get a head start towards their future career, giving them certification to teach young children.
I love that, the fact that when I come into this class, I could be really angry or have a bad day, but once I come into class, the kids just make your day so much better. The benefits that I do get out of ECP is we do a lot of charity work outside of school, so we get a lot of community service hours, and that looks really good in college applications.
Sierra Mackey, JVTV News.
Hey, remember when JVTV was hired by the health department last year?
Yeah, having to wear those hairnets was pretty hilarious.
Recently, the health department threw a ceremony for JVTV. Simon Garcia has all the details.
During the spring semester of the 2013-2014 school year, JVTV and the Harris County Health Department partnered up to make 30 videos.
Each one of them represents a critical violation on our food establishment inspection form, and then we also added 2 for neighborhood nuisance for some common things that we see out there.
These videos are to be shown to food service employees all throughout Harris County. Lots of dedication, cooperation, and hard work were put together not only by the students, but also by the health department staff. This September, a ceremony was held to honor not only the work from the students, but JVTV director Cindy Stoker as well. The ceremony was led by Dr. Shaw and Michael Schaefer, before they presented a check to the program for all their dedication.
We love these videos. We think they're a fantastic, innovative way of really pushing that message that health matters.
Partnering up with the health department was an amazing opportunity for the students to gain real-world experience right from the classroom. This has been Simon Garcia with JVTV News.
Up next, move to the classroom, but first, here's a public service announcement by Logan Nemeth.
I guess until they're done filming. I have to walk.
Pay attention next time.
Here at JV, we have a variety of teachers, each with their own way of instructing. Diego Gomez takes an in-depth look at the different types of teaching.
With the many different ways of teaching, teachers face the obstacle of finding new ways for students to learn. We asked the students what they think.
I'd rather have the teachers that help you with the lesson and talk to you and actually teaches you instead of just giving you the lesson and nothing else.
At JV, we have a vast number of students and a variety of teachers, each with their own unique teaching methods.
I think what I do is I try to take different lessons, and different activities will appeal to one student, maybe because it's something that we're doing with writing and they're good at writing, so they'll excel at that. Maybe the next assignment will do something that's a little bit more with graphics and a little bit more artistic in design, and maybe bring out some of the creative pieces of what somebody else is good at.
Some teachers prefer to let their students learn on their own.
When students teach themselves, they understand the language that they like to be taught with. So if I can get one person to understand, I can help that person help another person, and those two people become teachers. and so on and so forth. So if you get the whole class teaching each other, the whole class learns a lot better.
One thing's for certain is that at JV, we have a passionate staff. Diego Gomez, JVTV News.
The Fighting Falcons have done it again. Jersey Village Football won an award for Team of the Week. Here's Haley Bowling with the story.
The Jersey Village Falcon football team has been awarded Team of the Week for their blowout victory against Cy Falls High School.
Channel 57 Cube Team of the Week, presented by Allegiance Bank.
Jersey blew out Cy Falls 38-7.
It's an honor, and we're very appreciative of the award. It's a compliment to our coaches and kids for the work they put in and the work they've been doing.
The Falcons were very honored to have this award given to them.
Well, like I said, it's an honor for our program and for Jersey Village High School, and that's the biggest thing about the award. We're being appreciative and honored for the work we've put in.
Haley Bowling, JVTV News.
Houston is a very cultural and diverse city with many things to do and see. Logan Nemeth gives us a tour downtown.
Population at 2.5 million, more than 100,000 businesses, and a pollution wasteland. That's what people usually think when they think of Houston, but there's a lot more what H-Town has to offer. Discovery Green is one of the most popular parks in the Houston area, and when it's a beautiful day outside, the park sure does get packed. To provide an uncommonly beautiful urban green space in the heart of Houston that serves as the village green for our city, a source of health and happiness for our citizens, and a window into the incredible diversity of talents and traditions that enrich life in Houston. The park also hosts special events such as Wings to the City and our exhibit, Discovery Green Fleet presented by Green Mountain Energy, and Scream on the Green and other events. That doesn't draw you in, the park also provides a live outdoor stage with performances all week long, and a great environment for all ages. This has been Logan Nemeth with JVTV.
Hey, do you know who Mr. Jurch is?
Yeah, actually, he was my assistant principal at Cook Middle School when I was there.
Well, all his students feel like he's everywhere, almost as if he's following them.
Well, I'm Yurching to hear the story about this one. Vanessa Halasteris tells us more about Mr. Yurch.
Hey, have you guys noticed that Mr. Gertz has been following us around?
Yeah, I have. I think I should go talk to him about that. Hey, Mr. Yerich, can I talk to you for a second?
Sure, what's up?
I was wondering, have you been following us around lately?
Well, it's not like I'm stalking you or anything. I'm just keeping track of the kiddos. I enjoyed having you in middle school, and now I'm here at high school with you, and just trying to keep you all safe and make sure that you guys do the best you possibly can.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering. Thank you, Mr. Yerich.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Up next, we move to a popular segment done by JVTV. But first, here's a public service announcement by Amy Trong, Sarah Mackey, and Maddie Moore.
Next we move to sports, but first, here's JV Walking.
This is Miranda Cuellar on our most popular segment, JV Walking. We'll be going around JV lunches and asking JV students, what is Ebola and how do you get it? Can we ask you a question? Guess not! What is Ebola?
A very serious issue.
Ebola is a disease patented by the United States.
We got it from dogs.
STDs.
Ebola? And from Africa.
it's a conspiracy from the Illuminati, apparently. Because if you think about it, there's 5 letters in Ebola. There's 5 types of different Ebola strands. So Illuminati confirmed.
It's a virus.
The president of Africa.
What is Ebola?
Ebola of what?
It's prescribed by Obama.
Bodily fluid exchange.
By playing with dogs?
By playing with dogs?
Yes.
Are you locking that answer in?
Yes. Deal.
That's all on this JV Walking. I'm Miranda Cuellar, and that's what you got on Ebola.
Hi, I'm Diego Gomez, and Falcon Sports Center starts now. Our varsity football team is making us proud to be Falcons. Juan Ortega takes us into the huddle for a quick update on our football team.
For many years, Jersey Village has dreamed of a successful football season. With last year's varsity lineup being a single game away from the district playoff, is this the long-awaited team that will lead us into a year of victory?
Well, I think a lot of it goes to the kids, their credit. You know, they're got another year's experience, another year of maturity. They've had a great work ethic. We're no different than anybody else. You know, our goal is to get in the playoffs and see how far of a run we can make. All goals can still be achieved. But again, in this district, if you don't come to play, you're going to get beat.
As you can see, the varsity knows are well prepared for every game they come upon. And the numbers show that we are doing things differently this year to prove our worth.
The effort is different, and since we like our secondary, since we came back, we pretty much know everything. We just got to limit mistakes, and our effort is better than last year, I feel, to me, so that's the difference maker. Definitely hoping to make it to the playoffs. That's one of our goals. And we're coming for the #1 spot. That's pretty much it.
As we can all see, the football team's hope for playoffs is closer to reality than a far-off dream. Juan Ortega, JVTV News.
The Jersey Village varsity volleyball team has 3 sophomores on the team this year. Alex Thompson takes us to the court for the story.
The Jersey Village varsity volleyball team this year has won 29 out of their 34 games and is improving every day.
It's exciting and it's a lot of fun because you get to bond with all the girls.
I was really nervous and I felt like it was a big responsibility for me to be on the team that first game. Just don't let the pressure get to you and say, oh, I have to make varsity as a freshman or a sophomore. You know, like, work your hardest, give like as much effort as you can, and once you make varsity, it's like that accomplishment. And once you're on it, don't let the pressure get to you and just have fun and know that there's 5 other players on the court.
The JV tennis team is aiming for the win this year. Not only do they love competing with other teams, but also with each other. Wee Tong tells us all about the racket.
It's a new year and a new season for the Jersey Village tennis team. And along with the new year comes with more swinging, serving, and competition than ever before.
I practice 5 days a week, 3 hours a day. That's been pretty productive. We finished 5th in the district, but I think we should have finished a little bit higher. And I was 6-3 in singles and 7-2 in mixed, so that was pretty good.
Although the Jersey Village tennis team has been playing better than ever, competition from other schools has been stiff.
The competition's pretty intense. The Cy Ranch is really good, but they're probably one of the best schools.
It's pretty threatening, but you know, I'm Clutch City, so I think I can pull it off.
Although the JV tennis team's competition with other schools is fierce, nothing is fiercer than the rivalry between Tommy Hamner and Tommy No.
It's been going on a while because, you know, we have the same name. It's the big part.
I mean, Tommy's Clutch City, so he's pretty good.
To continue their success, the Jersey Village tennis team will continue to swing hard, play hard, and win hard. This is Hui Tong, JVTV News.
Jersey Village has a swim team, but no pool. Cameron Barton dives into the story.
Most mornings, the JV varsity swim team goes to Dean and begin practice at 5:30 a.m.
I've done it since I was little, and that's all what I've known. So, I mean, again, it's mainly what I'm good at.
The reason they go to Dean is simple. Jersey Village does not have a swimming pool.
It can be frustrating at times, but I mean, once you get used to it, it's fine.
Even though swimming takes extra effort by waking up at 5:30 in the morning and driving to Dean, more and more kids join every year.
Finding a ride to Dean every morning, like if my dad can't provide me a ride, it can be frustrating.
Even with the adversities that are put on the swim team, the record still stands tall, with boys being 4th in the district and girls being 5th.
It's a lot of training and just constant laps, honestly. We do some running to prepare your lungs. It's a lot of lung conditioning.
The Jersey Village swim team record speaks for itself about how hard the team works. Cameron Barton, JVTV.
That's all for this newscast. JVTV is on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Check us out on the links below.
For Claire Wyman, Diego Gomez, and the entire JVTV News crew, I'm Simon Garcia. Thanks for watching.